I was give me a moment. Sorry, as usual. Okay, I don't know what to say. Ryan Upchurch keeps on, well, keeping me on my toes. All right, I know I've been pretty clear about my consensus here, and I did not intend to revisit this so soon. But I right off the bat, I'm glad to see that he has perhaps stopped. I mean, he's free to do what he wants to do, but at least he stopped doing the videos of just, dragging other people and whatnot, and the conspiracy speculation game, and he's teamed up with this individual who I haven't done my own due diligence research on, the Zav girl, I believe. She's a true crime podcaster, and I've heard of her name through the same circles. So just when I believe I'm comfortable with my conclusion and consensus, sorry, I think something's going on in my throat. I think I caught something from somebody at work. Yay, work. He does this, he's been doing these live streams. I believe there was an opportunity where he was using a Restream or a Zoom StreamYard link where I would have been able to jump in. And there's nothing that I'd want more for getting to, I guess, his theories and where he stands and the truth, the number one pursuit here. So, pretty much being comfortable with me just thinking he went completely off the rails, pressing that Kylie Rodney is not real. And I just, very comfortably dropped off. And then some of the people amongst his camp were sending some messages here and there. It doesn't bother me much, but he released a small snippet clip of him and I believe the individual with he and the Zav girl true crime podcaster who I don't know much about, but she seems genuine at the very least. That's a very good quality these days. And that's, one thing that's been challenging about criticizing somebody that I've been a fan of is, I feel that he is sincere, and like when he believes something, sometimes even if there are things that point that it may not be correct, he'll keep pushing at it. I hear he is acknowledged that he was wrong. I haven't seen it, but he's acknowledging Kylie Rodney's real, and that's a great step forward for Team Reality. So here's where it gets me back in, though, but not in a bad way, at least in the term of my skepticism. The clip he shares with the SF investigators, Zav girl, it's just a minute and 17 seconds. It reminds me of Godfather 3, right? The moment I get out and they pull me back in. Now, my whole skeptical, question everything, be suspicious. Right now, as a population, we're generally non-trusting of, anything of official capacity, business, government, three-letter agencies, law enforcement. You name it, right now we don't trust it. That's the times we live in right now. And here's this clip of, this dude just said something strange. And now, after looking at the family and then feeling guilty that I looked at the family, then he goes and gets this guy to say what he has said. And now, I'm going to make a tinfoil hat, and I'm going to wear it every time I do a live about Ryan Upchurch. I am very much looking forward to this channel going in a different direction. I have so many other cases, so many other mysteries. I didn't get copyright strikes yesterday, guys. It was just I was streaming too much content from ABC News or something, but I'm baffled again, okay? I'm going to show the clip. I don't know. Am I making too much of this? Or, I think he legitimately, Ryan Upchurch, who I've been getting very critical of, he has got me back on his team for the time being just based on this. There was a whole 2-hour stream, and I guess watching it is going to be homework. Remember, man, my intentions is the fucking truth. And I believe that that's the place where he started, and he's found his footing again. He wants the truth too. So this guy, SF Investigates. And also, I'm still waiting to hear from more of that Check It TV fella who has the laptop, where I made a lot of speculations there, okay? I'll admit when I'm wrong, by the way. if Ryan Upchurch ends up getting whomever is responsible to expose themselves, I'll eat my fucking words, man. I'll eat my fucking tinfoil hat. Mark my words. I mean, I stand where I stand. And, there are the things where I'm like, yeah, it's a bit, GoFundMe I don't think is like the whole motivation. But here's the clip. Let it speak for itself, man. Telling me it's not strange. This is strange. The whole thing is strange. And this is where, this is one of the most bipolar celebrities. Not him, but my being a fan of his. It's like being on a scale that has no weight properly set on either side. I'm either like falling off or falling back on. So I'm going to play the clip real quick. I'm sure you guys have seen it. He snipped it up. But shit, man. Like, what the fuck? Bear with me with the audio. This is the setup for now. Remember, I got one more day before I get the green screen. Man, I cannot believe I'm back to this already. Seriously. Let me make sure. Got all my ducks in a row. Okay, 100. Not quite 100. Okay, play.
And dude, I watch a lot of murder shows and all that stuff, and I'm friends with a lot of cops. Man, dude, criminals in Nashville are way slicker than criminals down there.
If Ryan Upchurch is like intelligently manipulating people to share more than they should or intend to, my hat's off and credit. This is where I rely on the feedback of people that watch to put me in my place or keep me in check. Don't let me get too deep into anything, really. I try to stay balanced, man, but all right, tail the tape. Just let it roll. I'll keep my mouth shut for more than 5 seconds.
Criminals down there are kind of fucking stupid.
Well,
criminals here get away with everything.
Yeah, I mean that's a conversation that I actually have had with the father and the grandfather. Like, are they intelligent enough to pull something like this off? It would be the scenario.
So let me get this straight. Really, truly, please let me get this straight. Did SF Investigates, whoever the fuck that is? I think I know as much that he was like on scene to some capacity. Did he just insinuate or outright make the claim or just tell on himself a smidge? I don't know what it means, but he just said that him and the father and the grandpa, at least I see there's some acknowledgement that they're two different human beings. But did he just fucking say that, yeah, me and the grandpa and the father were joking and talking if they were slick enough, smooth enough to pull this off? Come again? SF Investigates? Who the fuck are you? Say that again. Say it again. Let the whole class hear. I think I need to hear it again myself, personally. So please, go ahead. Repeat yourself, sir. You're doing what now? Laughing about what? Pull what off?
Yeah, I mean that's a conversation that I actually have had with the father and the grandfather. Are they intelligent enough to pull something like this off? It would be.
I'm missing context.
I definitely, like I said, I'm not ruling out that.
I see his gears turning, and I suppose rightfully so. I do depend on my usual suspects to clear this up for me, but right now, tinfoil hat's shining.
Somebody saw it happen.
Wait a minute. Y'all was talking about how slick criminals are? That's weird.
All right, and there's that fabled deer with headlights look, but a flashback to, that the Zanime individual who took me some time to eliminate my bias and accept that for whatever reason I just didn't like her because she entered the fray. And I suppose, once again, I was told the footage that she had was shown. I still haven't seen it anywhere. But, there's that same deer in headlights look that I'm getting all too familiar with when somebody goes and hears something or says something that they were not prepared to deal with after the fact. That was apparently some part of the conversation that SF over here intended to just say haphazardly and move on, but no, Upchurch said, wait a minute, freeze, So, okay. So I'm going to see how he plays it off. Go ahead. Play me off, Johnny.
But
See,
I haven't ruled out,
okay.
Somebody being in the car or the car could have gotten bumped.
There it goes. Oh God.
And somebody made a dumb decision and they panicked and left. But that's still accidental. Foul play. I'm talking about a purposeful act. Like like a murder.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So. Okay, and it's not like breaking news. Not a big deal. I mean, I did just see this today, and I have not seen the full fucking context. My mistake entirely. But I mean, what am I to infer? What am I to understand from just that there? In all sincerity, and here's actually perfect. This was a mid area of the clip that I returned to. I don't know if this is the same show. But look, I don't want conspiracies to come true. I don't want confirmation bias. I don't want to hear I'm right just to feel better the next fucking day. I just want to know what's true, right? So here's, I guess, I'm glad YouTube saved where I left off. And here's a moment that I guess everybody here, Creek Squad, felt was relevant enough to revisit. So yeah, let me just get to the point where I found myself, and I said I'm gonna come back to this. So let me see, and yeah, now I'm remembering what it was. The grandfather's response, or the father. I can't even distinguish them because how riddled the whole thing has gotten. But let me get to the point that got me confused.
Yeah, look, hey, my team.
Here we go. Let me get back further.
The car's not pulled out of the water yet.
So who was that asked that?
The grandpa.
Okay, yeah, this is the beginning of it.
Ago, that he is the guy who was blurred out. He said that. So now keep
further back. Okay, right about here, just for me to understand. Glad to see him back. I don't know yet, Jared. I don't know where I stand, and sometimes it's a place I'm comfortable being. I don't want to be there too long, but I do keep my mind open because I'm not what's the word? I'm not an overly proud man, like I'm proud, but my ego will not get in the way of me acknowledging when I'm wrong or if something new comes to light, I have to look at it. So this was where I left off. Let me make sure I get right to that point.
In your opinion, that
forgive some of the audio that goes through.
For it to be doing that,
yes, I think it's really strange.
Some of this I'm watching for the first time. But there's.
Speaking of strange, this is why
here we go.
This up. So we all were watching this Power Stroke. How long? This was like a couple of days ago.
Bert, I bear that in mind. Trust me, man, I'm gonna go back and watch everything so I get the full context. If they're talking about about just the teenagers, and then I just learned that I got duped because they took out a nice sound bite, which is pretty much how most elections are swayed these days. Sound bites and clips. I'm watching for my own manipulation. Damn, I'm really getting my fucking speech is getting fucked up here. But here's a little element, and it's no sound bite because this I got to see in full. And this is, though, no matter what we see in here, I guess it's up to the person who's watching to make something of it and nothing more, unless it's just strange across the board.
Well, probably a week now. We were watching this, and if you listen to the wordage of what they're saying, and keep in mind, this is when the car's still in the water, bro. Listen to what they say, and chat. If you catch it, type it for me, and then we're gonna tell you. I'm gonna play it 3 times, and y'all make y'all's assumption on what you're looking at.
Oh, and now we're at murder or accident. So I guess the whole fake Kiely Rodni thing is old news now. Okay, so I'm keeping up. How the fuck could they have missed it? That's fucking impossible. There's no audio here. Daniel Rodney. So I guess there's no more grandpa dad. Okay, so I'm pointing out, wherever he was wrong, and if he admitted to that, then he's at, a better place. Looking at, the cause and why and who.
Can't hear it.
Yeah, I can't hear it, Ryan.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you can't hear it?
Not yet, buddy. He'll get it though.
but I know what it is.
What? How you make people hear it?
It asks you if you want to share your stream sound.
Share audio. It's on
He's
the
new
bottom
to this,
left.
huh?
Check
Okay.
the audio.
Share. Stop screen. Share.
Let's get past
share
the
screen.
tech.
And then share audio on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Right to the spot.
car
Is
is-
the car upside down? I forget. What is that? The father?
Upside down,
Car's upside down. He knew that.
but that's common when a car goes into water
Well, he
because the
asked.
wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
Probably. Question mark. Now watch what the other guy says.
All right. Now, general consensus. Is it that strange to be asking that? And this is before anybody has the information about the vehicle and in what condition it is. Obviously wet, saturated, and whatnot. But he says, is it upside down, which it is, and are the windows up, I'm assuming, probably? Okay.
It's not with AWP. That's with them.
All the windows except for one. Yes.
Which one?
One's halfway down.
One's all the way down.
One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which
He-
window's up or down?
The, what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she still?
No.
Is she in the driver's seat?
No.
Okay.
She's in the
Well, also asking questions that seem like fair questions, knowing what they know at this point. I guess I'm just one brain here. I don't have a hive mind.
The back?
She's in.
She's in the back. How? What? What do you mean?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
What? Who
Yeah,
did
so he
Is
went-
she
he
in the
went-
back?
So he went straight from the driver's seat to the back, like not to the passenger seat to the back seat, then maybe to the back, the hatch.
Let's watch. Let's turn it up. I'm gonna play it one more time. Ready? Here we go.
It gets better. Halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No.
Is she
Is she in the
seatbelted
driver's
in? Is
seat?
she in the
You see
driver's
what they're
seat?
doing to him? Was it down? Was it up? Driver's seat? Not driver's seat? Seat belt buckle? Belt buckle? Look, they're trying to muddy the water. But what they don't realize is everybody standing right here has a higher IQ. Or these two guys right here individually, AWP, has a higher IQ than all of them put together. That's why you're hearing what you're hearing. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's not.
She's
Is she
in
in
the.
the back?
Is she in the back? I don't know. Is she? The
Yeah.
car's not pulled out of the water yet.
So who was that asked that?
The grandpa.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Huh.
The grandpa asked, and hey, the dude, Mr. SF Investigates, asked a whole bunch of stuff, man. That dude is shady in this interview.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Okay, all right.
Should we keep
all
going?
right. What I don't want to happen is to get a lot of attention on people that, just get lambasted by the huge following Upchurch comes with, like Zanime and Ikmail. I don't know if I think they're completely absolved, even though they said strange things, right? Ikmail talked to Ronnie Jones, who said his two cousins were at the party giving drugs away, and Zanime said she was near the party with a camera and had footage. So is it wrong? Did they kind of, use the rope and hang themselves, so to speak, to allow or make people that were already suspicious and looking for answers on them? I mean, does the content creator have any responsibility over wild mob mentality? So SF Investigates, I don't know anything about the guy, but I've just seen that clip that I played before this video where he says, I was joking around with the grandpa and the dad about how criminals, or this could be the teenagers, this could be, I guess, anything in general, because I haven't seen it, are not slick enough to do something or pull something off. And now I'm hearing them already kind of, shake down his character as it would appear to me, just now hearing about him, as sketchy and shady. So this guy is probably going to be waking up tomorrow or this morning to a whole bunch of people looking in on his shit. And I hope it's not like a misdirect, and I hope it's not done for the wrong reasons. But if Ryan Upchurch and all of his exposure and fan base, Creek Squad, his people and his methods, his opinions help get to the person or persons involved in Kiely Rodney's death, I can't hate on the man. That's where I stand.
Yeah. Keep going.
All right. Tell me when to stop. And AWP, If you guys want me to cut this section out, if it bothers anything, text me and let me know. Y'all got my number. Here we go.
She's not. No.
She's
in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
Look, he even looked at him and goes, "What the fuck?" Yeah, like how'd
Look
you
at
know?
that body language, dog. Look at that guy's body language from SF Investigates.
Yeah,
He doesn't-
you know what that is?
Which one's
That's
SF?
pissed off.
Look, look. Just so everybody knows, it's in chat.
White
And
shirt.
you can look this up. This is psychology.
I
If a
think.
guy is comfortable in a room and he ain't scared of nobody in the room, he's gonna set with his
Wide speculation, applying psychological tactics. You know, they're not okay. Okay. Anyway,
legs all the way open. You sit with your legs all the way open, you ain't scared of nobody in the room.
I want to
When
hear
you start
Zav
guarding
girl.
yourself,
She. I'm told she's the most logical.
You are scared of the the other guy with this huge with the tattoos. You're uncomfortable because of these other guys. All right, let's keep going.
I would recommend. It's your daughter. This your.
Wait, excuse me, what? I never caught that.
Mm.
I would suggest he said, "What? We get out of here." I mean, if it's your daughter, you might want to stick around, dummy.
She in the driver's seat?
No, she's not.
No.
She's
She
in
in
the.
the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend. It's your daughter.
Hey Ryan, show him where the windows, where they talk about the windows before the guy even says that the window's down. The grandfather
No, we-
actually
yeah,
asked.
Did that
Yeah,
already?
we did. Look.
Yeah, but the grandfather asked. I don't think anybody noticed that. The grandfather actually asked, was one of the windows halfway?
I want to ask your opinion, okay? If you're watching this live or after the fact, which is usually when the comments roll in or in the email, do you think the coverage or the people that are reacting to Ryan Upchurch have been unfair or fair or confused? Or, you know, I mean, just what is the general consensus? Because I've gotten kind of compliments on both sides depending on which side I seem to sway. I hate that. I hate that I see the tribalism, you know, already frothing to the surface to where one side wants me to... They both sides think they're right. I mean, one side's got to be right, but I don't want to be persuaded to go to one side or another just to join a club. I want to be persuaded to the fucking truth of the matter, that's all. So let me see what gold they think they've uncovered. I think it's going to be the window being halfway down again.
Way down. How would he know that?
Yeah, y'all look. Hey, my team, you're gonna have to stop me and elaborate on stuff like that when we pass over stuff because we've been looking over the same thing for weeks. So I don't have the mind that no one
Yeah.
else has seen this yet. So
Yeah.
thank you, Kurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kurt. Thanks.
Right there is the red thing?
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it? That's impossible.
And in our investigation coming into this, this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it.
Better than the cops.
I don't know what you guys know, and you know we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's halfway down. Which one?
You're right.
He said one's halfway down.
Whoa, that is weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
So how would you know that? How would you know that there's a window halfway down in this
Well,
car
hold
that's
on.
in the water and it's your granddaughter?
Well, hold on. Back this up a little bit because I want to make sure that that's not Jared that said
Oh,
that.
dude, I stood right in front of a big
Well,
screen TV
no, but
and
I'm-
watched it three
All
times
right,
over.
ready?
Yeah, but watch Doug's face.
See, but this is showing everybody. Look, even my own team, even we question each other and
Yeah.
go back with each other.
Watch
so here
it.
we
kid.
go.
Yeah, watch it.
Watch Doug's face.
We know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're
Is the
speaking on
car
right now.
upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's halfway down. Which one? One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which
He-
window's up or down? The.
Oh, okay. So that. All right, hold on. So that was Nick. Nick did say that.
Okay.
You're
That
right.
was Nick that said that.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Now let's watch the second part.
So what are they inferring
Uh,
here?
The part where
prior knowledge.
he says, "Was she in the back?" Because that definitely wasn't Nick.
All the windows.
Because he wouldn't have asked, "Was she?" Because he was down there.
Right.
He knows.
Exactly.
is except for one. Yes.
One's
Or up or
halfway
down.
down.
Which one?
One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which
He-
window's up or down?
The what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down, and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No,
Is she in the driver's seat?
no.
No.
She's
Is she
in
in
the
the back?
3 things they were not supposed to know,
Yeah.
nor ask.
Okay, all right. I mean, how radical is it that they were asking the questions that they were? I mean, it's gonna take 2 different brains here to draw the conclusion. What is normal? What is abnormal here? I mean, individual thought is all very complex when we look at how many of us there are. So I don't know. I don't have the detective's mind or the psychoanalysis here. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist. That could have been a relative that just was prattling off questions in some state of panic, perhaps. This could be the moment that, the grandpa or the father just finds out that she's gone and starts asking a bunch of questions, or they're looking for the nefarious intent that they're being exposed now, and then why would they rationally be putting themselves at risk unless they're that dumb and they're just asking questions? And now we're attaching, I guess, our own opinions, our own speculations onto this footage and the audio here. I don't know what I think anymore. I think I need to go back to the drawing board again. God damn, I'm getting really exhausted. I'm starting to worry about the coverage of other people that are still missing, that have a hope. But I do understand the importance of getting to the bottom of anything, the truth, so to speak. If we want to get trust in all of these agencies and I don't know, everything in general, I hate that this might put the family in a bad light again because it's going to make them look suspicious. I saw in one of the comments, though, that the mother is distancing herself from the father side of the family, so there's more to the story than sound bites, and I hope everybody that prides themselves on having individual critical thinking capabilities does the same and just doesn't go off of like a snippet of footage and draw a conclusion, please, which is exactly what I kind of did. I'm a little guilty. I call myself out. All right, accountability, consistency. These are things that somebody with integrity practices.
Think about that. Not seat belted in, not in the front seat, and in fact, in the back.
Yeah.
Now watch. Keep in mind, at this point in time, chat, the car is still in the water, right behind them. All right, so here we go.
What was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down, and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No,
Is she in the driver's seat?
no.
She's not.
She's
Is she in the back?
She's in.
Boom. 3.
Yeah.
That explains exactly what the scene looks like. They have not been underwater yet, nor has AWP told them the information that they just told.
Well, hey, I'm not necessarily putting things together right now, but just keep your mind open. Think about what SF Investigate said. He brought the dad to AWP.
Yeah.
He did say that.
Exactly. Yes.
So I'm not, you know what I mean? But keep your mind open on that.
Mm-hmm.
Whose four-wheeler did he get on and leave on?
I'm confused.
Do what?
I wonder whose four-wheeler he got on.
I'm
Whenever
not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
Yes.
I would recommend. It's your daughter. This your daughter, dude. Do what you want to do. I would recommend this is not a part of that. This. Yeah.
It's gonna be my lap.
So why on the actual news, this guy, they do not call this guy the dad. They call this guy the dad. Remember how Kiely with the C's dad looks like this guy?
Wait, was I wrong?
What a coinky dink.
And are they calling him dad, or are they calling him grandpa? For the Kiely.
Bro, for Kiely with the K, they called this guy dad on the news yesterday.
Wow.
I hate being lost, man.
So what is that about?
So okay,
Not only that, hey, let's look at the last press conference. Who's beside the mom, holding the mom? This guy. Where's the other guy?
Okay. I'm not trying to disprove anything that's being brought to light, but there's inner workings here between the family dynamic that we don't know. Maybe there's a reason why the father is holding his daughter instead of the husband. And if the third party information that I had found is to be believed or true, yeah, apparently there's some trouble and a complete lack of paradise between the mother and the father. So okay, all right. My brain's getting exhausted again, man. Is there an end to this? Is there? I'm only gonna watch so much more.
Yeah.
I wish I knew who that other guy that was blurred out was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
SF investigates will know. If he's an investigator, we should be able to ask him, and he'll tell us because he's investigating, right?
Yeah.
He likes talk like that, huh? Can't investigate the gate of investor's house.
Well, then there we go.
Oh, my
SF
goodness.
investigates. I know you're watching this right now. Who's the other guy with the blurred out face?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that is,
I haven't
that is
seen this
important
stuff, so
information.
all right, here's what I'm going to do just to wrap up, because I'm just confused. And let me do this little shameless thing here. I don't know if it's the same, but last I checked, maybe a week ago, 83% of you lovely people that come on by and join me on the journey that I've started with this channel, a lot of you just visit, and I'm so thankful for that. But please, every like and subscription does count. The subs and the likes or the feedback, the comments, it's the only currency I need for my soul. All right, I have found kind of a new passion in this personal channel of mine, as opposed to the outside channel that I do more so professionally, which I very much have a passion for that too. But please, help me keep doing what I want to do, and I'm going to have this whole sloppy mess you see before me be looking quite professional and sharp within 24 hours starting tomorrow. But let me jump ahead, because I want to get to the end of this here and see where do they end up.
That corporal punishment charge or whatever. Not corporal punishment.
Dude, I think that's fake. I think
What's fake?
Because when I looked up the house, check it out. All right.
Google Earth, his
I'm gonna
best
share my screen.
weapon, his favorite weapon. Just don't dox people anymore.
Snitch on them with.
Literally, bro. I don't fucking understand.
Because look, why you think all these people are like, hey man, don't you think it's crazy? You're thinking this is a scam? Huh, you must be on drugs. Who the fuck is not gonna get free money when it's easy as starting to GoFundMe
Yeah.
and trying to make a fake story like this?
Right.
Okay, my issue with that is that you are putting yourself on such a huge stage. If you want to do something discreet, but you also want to publicly amass money, I think this is probably one of the stupidest ways to go about it. So either we're dealing with very, very stupid criminals, or I don't know what else to make of it. I'd recommend to Upchurch and team and company to see how many GoFundMes get shut down. I guess the implication has stayed the same here, that this all generated because you can become a millionaire, and I quote, within like a week. What is the GoFundMe at? It was at 68,000. Now I heard it was at 100,000. Who knows what it's at now? But I don't want to believe that it's for this. And is he still sticking to the created a story? I mean, there's a body in that fucking vehicle. There's no created narration about that. That was somebody that was once alive that is no longer in the vehicle. And as far as I am aware, AWP and every outlet involved in there in between has also conceded to that being the body of Kiely Rodni. Tell me if I'm wrong, please, because I cannot have my eyes and ears on every element of the story. It's just gotten too crazy.
But look, do you realize this? And now this is separate from everything else. This is another possibility. But if you got away with one kidnapping or had one undocumented person from, I don't know, let's say Ukraine, where refugees are from,
Santa
you
May.
could use that body to overlap a series of murders and never get caught because it would be so confusing.
One time. You have to
One
do that
time. All you gotta do is get away with it once, and you can
One
get away
time.
with murder for the rest of your life
Yep.
by using the prior person.
of the right. You can just dump bodies on top of bodies for everybody that was considered
Give them a
missing.
different name.
Yep.
Wait, explain that real quick again.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
So if,
Thank you.
let's say,
Okay.
say you got away. Okay, let's see. Okay, put it this way. Remember the Casey Anthony stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, remember how the baby was apparently quote unquote dead, or they found dead or whatever, but they only found remains of something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the baby wasn't reported missing until 31 days after, right? If you take when that baby, now I'm just theoretically speaking, this does not mean this is what happened. I'm just giving an example to Zav. So that baby is now non-existent, right? If that baby still did exist, in fact, and they just said that it was dead, but it really wasn't because of some reason, maybe forensics was fucked up or somebody at the morgue or something, maybe a coroner who's also got like a sheriff's badge on could fixate it where the little girl is actually still alive, but they said she was dead. So look at Kiely. That was 17 years ago, and that baby was an infant when that happened. Well, what if that baby was Kiely, and then they just made this random name Kiely, and then throwed the baby, which is now grown up and 17 years old, hence the rib tattoo of 17.
I'm gonna listen to this very hypothetical, just for the sake of trying to understand somebody who I am a fan of. You know, I don't have to agree with him, but I'm a fan, and he has, you know, shed light on some elements, yada yada, so on and so forth. Man, what's going on here now? So the implication is he's trying to paint the picture. Look at how many elements have to be involved to make this successful. Somebody at the morgue with an authoritative title, and with the Casey Anthony thing, I get he's using just a pure and plain example, but I mean that particular case was pretty, you know, televised, and I think we got a lot of that story out. You know, she just left that lifeless infant in one place because she didn't want to deal with it, and we have all the evidence of her partying. But there's no point in looking back at that case. This example is a little confusing. It's a little confusing, but he's trying to say if somebody could get away with the perfect missing persons or commit a murder one time and then just continue to do a missing persons claim. And here's what I wanted to say, and I'm glad I'm still remembering, because sometimes I just talk when I forget what I wanted to say originally. That person, Check It TV, has come forward with the alleged laptop of Kiely Rodni. Now, if we could just get some access to that, some general access, aside from what we do have of Kiely Rodni, video of her dancing with her boyfriend Jagger. We have pictures. I mean, they're not in abundance, but we have evidence she existed. So I'm still... Now I don't know if I'm falling off or falling back on. I'm just falling now. Really.
Was actually in the car. Well, since the baby from before, it was already said, oh, well, they found the remains. What if that could be this person? So see how they overlap and you never get caught?
Okay.
I don't
Or
think
you
she
could
understood.
be using the bodies of. So if I took somebody, if I took.
With all due respect, I don't think she understood. I think she's playing along I don't know. That's my theory.
And there was a manhunt for years for X, and you could not find X. I don't know how you would preserve it, kill the person, not kill the person. But if you could take that person and use every other body to plant for the crime that you're focusing on now. So let's say we're looking for a real Kiely Rodni. Let's say this girl really exists, and they found a body in a car that is not Kiely Rodni, but they're saying that is Kiely Rodni. You would solve this crime of where the body went, but the person that was missing in New York will still be missing.
It's still alive, though.
Exactly.
There'll be an unsolved murder for ever. It'll be a mystery forever, and it's a cold case at that point. But this person's case is solved by another person's murder.
Yep.
Yeah. So really, that person could possibly actually be missing, but also pronounced dead at the same time
and still be alive. Right.
That's fucked up, dude.
Hey, Church, do you want to pull my screen up, bro?
Oh yeah, sorry.
But the coroner is in charge of the
Oh,
bodies,
Ronnie
too.
Jones and Nick
So
Mail.
That's why that makes sense to me, because if all these law enforcement agencies have are in control of their own bodies, it wouldn't be hard to say, well, we'll take this body and that body and we'll see you switch
I
them
mean,
up.
it's true. Yeah, if they're corrupt, they could. They could do
So
anything.
the person
like that.
in the chat saying DNA people, we don't know about no DNA, fool. They brought dogs
Thank you,
there and
Bert.
didn't even smell nothing. So
Well, even if you
show me
scan
DNA.
DNA, yeah, you could change that. I could say I got
My final words on this, here's an individual that I also, because I was watching through the lens of Ryan Upchurch's opinions and voice, I just, and because he found the video of Ikmail describing when he was a hacker, and hackers can be a bitch, they destroy computers, which can destroy, some people's livelihoods. So my bias let me believe a lot of things that did not have to be proven, and I was victim to confirmation bias in this case. So I'm curious to see what they're going to go with this being pulled back up, and what connection, if any more, at this point.
Bobby Brown's DNA in my closet over here. I mean, what is proving that you have DNA? A computer printout. That's about it.
All right. Ready, Bubba?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right. So, here we'll just listen.
Easy with it.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, this is the video, obviously, that he claimed was, they were gonna go live on a video call. Well, I don't know no damn live that has, Minecraft pixelations behind it and fucking
Explaining none of that to y'all because you guys started running crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
Explaining none of that to y'all because you guys started running crazy with it.
Okay. And then cuts to a different scene. You know what I mean? That's not a live video, first of all. But so Ronnie Jones goes to say that he purposely put Miro in.
Just for the sake of balance, and this is not, I'm always trying to not even be devil's advocate. I just want to offer all possibilities here. I know when I've gone live and I'm on the road, sometimes there's pixelization because it's buffering, trying to catch up with your connection. But I will admit that it never looked quite like that. So I don't know how solid is that speculation. Is it a little shaky? I mean, you guys tell me. I will read the chat. The live chat uploads after 24 hours. By the way, I don't disable it. And yeah, leave any comments you can. Help a guy figure some shit out so he can sleep at night without having to drink himself half to death. So okay, we're back with Ikmail and Rodney Jones, and I saw Ikmail live in the chat of the Check It TV guy when he was talking about having the laptop found, and Ikmail. I mean, I've never seen one of his episodes, but he was very, very active, and maybe he was happy to see that evidence was brought forward, and the speculation, the conspiracy could go infinite from this point. But from what I saw with my own two eyes, was somebody that possibly was relieved to see that maybe they would be vindicated and proven, completely innocent. But that's, that's only from what I saw within the chat, that's all. And there's, until we see what's on the fucking laptop, a lot of questions and conspiracies are going to be thrown about. And that's our right as Americans, until facts are presented. We're an impatient people. We're going to try to solve things before they're solved. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. It's the only positive thing I've ever said about this individual here. I don't like him. I don't like his name. I don't like what he did in the past. That's all I got. I should look deeper into as to why, though, because I don't really have anything personal against him. I guess it's because I'm watching it through somebody I'm a fan of, and I have to call myself out if that's the case.
In an Instagram description when he deleted his original Instagram account because Ryan was suspicious of a Miro. So he blatantly says that he put Miro as in his description to throw Ryan Upchurch off of the case. And if we were all looking for a 16-year-old missing little girl, why the fuck would you want to throw him off of the case? Why?
I know. I agree. That's messed up. That
Honest question. Shit.
I mean, it's yeah, exactly. And you've got somebody like Ikmail with 139 fucking thousand subs that's promoting this garbage. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And helping him cover it up. Fuck, he edited the video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's sickening. But here, we'll just listen to it, man.
Okay, Ronnie, what's up, man? So we were already talking, but we had to re-record.
We had to re-record. Remember, this was supposed to be a live video.
Yeah.
How has this affected you, man? Is it like, is it really? Were you really getting threats and like?
Yeah. And what's crazy is I was really getting threats, and of course, but I guess threats aren't really a big deal.
Since when are threats not really a big deal? If Zanime is on Tony Dodge's page saying, well, he's not famous and he can't handle the heat and his family's in danger and they're going to look his house up on Google and try to get in his house and this, that, and the other, right? Well, so, okay, but you hear it from his mouth. He's saying, well, you know, threats really aren't a big deal, right? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're really picking at, you know, whatever we can get here. Okay.
You know, to some people, threats aren't really a big deal. But, yeah, we were getting threats, and people were saying outlandish things.
Maybe he's just trying to be a tough guy. Like, yeah, threats aren't a big deal. I mean, online threats, what else are you going to say? They ain't shit till they shit, right?
That shouldn't be said, and my biggest priority at the end of the day is to protect my family. And, you know, I hear all this stuff when people saying, like, oh, well, you came out and spoke on something and all that. I was like, yeah, I spoke out about something that's going on in our area and my experiences growing up around here and all that. And I was like, but that does not open me up to threats.
Right.
Of putting my family at risk and all that, because you guys have a perspective or a false narrative you want to.
So check it. Now, if you go over, which we were doing this last night, if you go over to listen to what he just said, now go to the Zanime.
Oh, God.
And she says the same thing Ronnie does. They know each other. Their families are in with each other. Somebody is in each other's family. They're married to each other. They're engaged. Something.
All that from a purple light?
Remember, Zanime is like, that's not Ronnie. It's like, well, how do you know? Because I know what Ronnie sounds like. How do you know what he sounds like, asshole?
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah. She's just straight in defense of the guy that she doesn't fucking know, but then says that we're in contact, but then in the same fucking breath says, well, we're not in contact, but we know somebody who... Well, who do you know?
Ikmel.
Who do you know?
The guy he's on here live with.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and Ikmel...
Something interesting to me is the one that I've been told is the most logical is the most quiet. Just pointing that out. I don't know much more than that.
Why do you freak out about purple, bruh? Because what did the police tell me? It's light signaling. It's talking without incriminating yourself. A light can't incriminate you. Words can, so you don't use words. You use the lights.
Exactly.
White. Go ahead.
Because a lot of these are false narratives, including the I'm white.
Right.
Which it's just, or I'm Miro, which, okay, we'll explain that. The whole Miro thing is,
okay.
Listen.
That guy added.
That's what I'm here for. Thank you, Mickey Sport Rose Garden. I'm here for, honestly, the people that find me and offer the voices they have. I am always going to preach the person on screen ain't shit. It's all about the people that come and support that person. So thank you. Please offer all the feedback you got. progressivepatriot44@gmail.com. Send me sources, receipts, send me speculations, opinions, critiques, feedback, anything. Can't wait to have my green screen and new mic tomorrow, guys. Okay, I'm going to keep watching this.
When, after we made the video, and I thought he was in support because I thought he was from your channel and he was going to send support.
After we just go back 10 seconds. After we made the video, him and Ikmel made the video, all right?
Exactly.
Added me when, after we made the video, and I thought he was in support because I thought he was from your channel and he was going to send support. Like, people were sending some support even though I was getting hate. And next thing you know, I saw that Ryan video where he started talking about the Miro guy, and in his messages, he was saying, hey, I'm on Ronnie's profile. I see his pictures and whatnot and all that. So he was like a rat. He was like...
A rat for what? What the fuck? What is he ratting on you about? What the fuck did you do wrong for him to rat on you about?
I was wondering the same.
Is telling on somebody, snitching. Fucking, what did Ronnie Jones do wrong for this guy to rat him out?
He was trying to snitch on me, for nothing.
Oh, and what happened to the speculation? And this was not, I don't know if this was on directly Upchurch, but maybe some of the fans, I believe I did see some people claiming that Ikmel and Ronnie were the same people, and this was just cleverly edited to look differently. And somebody made a video somewhere of showing what they would look like side by side without the lighting, with the lighting. So I don't know, man. It's not that the waters are getting muddied by anything; they're just already muddy. And I'm just trying to see some clarity here.
and stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, the snitching term did not make
Getting
sense
info, he
sense
just
at all.
wanted to add me to get info for Ryan. So I went and found him on my friends list, and I deleted him. And then also I noticed in the video that Ryan was suspicious of this dude. So I was like, oh, okay, Ryan, well, here you go. And I put Miro in the bio to throw him off even more. And
you heard it out of his fucking face. Out of his fucking flabbergasting fucking lips, you heard it right out of his mouth. I mean,
I wish Zav girl would talk
okay,
more.
Ryan, well, here you go. And I put Miro in the bio to throw him off even more. And
so if you're wanting to throw him off, I mean, I thought we were looking for
Not arguing for people that have suspicion cast on them, but I mean, could it be they're trying to throw people off from being able to find them? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to understand this from every angle. All right, especially if you're innocent and you're getting a lot of attention that's disparaging, would you want to go the opposite direction? Or why not just deactivate the account? I don't know. I can't really make sense of trying to throw somebody off of anything. I don't know. Somebody else is going to have to offer another explanation to me. My mind is open, okay, but not so much that things are going to fall out. Just, man, okay.
16-year-old little girl, man.
That's a lie. That's a lie anyway, because Miro was in that way before Ronnie Jones even had any affiliation with Ryan, because we looked that up off rip and we found Miro associated with that account. We didn't know that had anything to do with Ronnie Jones. Ronnie Jones done backtracked and tried to put that back in there. We knew that. I think one of the first videos you made talked about Miro before Ronnie Jones.
Bro, we found Miro being related to Zanime.
Yeah.
Which means it's two families.
I remember.
Ikmail is probably kin to Ronnie Jones, 100%.
Yep.
And the African American people are a family. The Ukrainian people are a family. Somebody within those families are married or in a relationship with each other, which is why we can find everything off each family.
Mm-hmm.
And they're backing each other up.
I mean, me personally, I think that Ronnie Jones and Miro are the same person. They just put a face behind Ronnie Jones.
Okay, so there it is again.
100%.
Okay, all right. So my theory was correct, and it did originate from Team Upchurch in terms of this entire case. And I think it's now Team... I don't understand where the conspiracy is anymore. I thought there was a consensus, that the body's Kiely Rodni, but it sounds like that's not even definitive anymore, and now we're back into, I guess, anything goes kind of style here. This is a royal rumble of opinions, hearts, minds, and GoFundMe's apparently. These two individuals, I don't even know what I can safely say. I mean, shit. See, you start hanging in the conspiracy world quite a bit. You start looking real close and very long. You start to, see things that may or may not be there. That's me holding myself accountable if I say something that's, comes up not true.
Or put a face behind Miro. One of the two.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're
I
definitely
think,
helping each other.
Yeah, but I think personally that they're the same person, because if Kurt's saying that Miro was already sniffed out before, and then fucking you got Ronnie Jones going back on it trying to fill in the story, well, that to me is Ronnie Jones basically telling on himself that he is fucking Miro.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, dog, I want to say Miro was sniffing out on Twitch about this Ronnie Jones story as the Ronnie Jones story was unfolding. Like, I think he was I think he was in the process of tipping Ryan off to about the Ronnie Jones situation. Like, that was...
Okay. Another passing thought. What happened to the individual that contacted Ryan Upchurch via phone call or whatever the case? It led to Ryan having his phone number. Ryan screen recorded, took some snapshots. It was the white guy who said he was a trucker in Truckee, I think, if I remember, because I've been on this since day one, like many of you, I hope, and that, because it's very easy to jump into a case like this and catch a few points here and then just jump to a conclusion. I'm all in. We need to get as much thoughts and information as possible before we say, okay, I'm definitely invested in this one theory or the other. So what happened to the guy that I think he's talking about, right? The original Ronnie Jones, he said, was a white guy. What happened with the white knees thing? What happened to that guy who was trying to defend himself? And then now we have this guy. And so now I'm even more confused than I started out when I was already confused to begin with.
That's what it was.
Yeah, but I don't think he had good information for Ryan, though. I think he was trying to steer him away.
I don't know, man. That's where I'm torn.
See, I need to, because see, Miro, whoever the Miro dude is which, you know, could be Ronnie Jones, but whoever was on that Miro page messaging me, they got the fuck out of Dodge, and they left everything,
right?
Even deleted messages and stuff.
Yeah, well, fuck, dude. I mean, for example, when you sent him a picture of the shoe on fucking Google Earth, dude.
That's who I'm talking about.
That's Ronnie's shoe.
He was like, "That's Ronnie's shoes."
I said, "How do you know?"
Wow, that was weird.
Hey, this might be far fetched, but what if Miro?
Hey, Zav, hon, if you need to get off here and go to bed, feel free to dip out. You ain't gonna.
Okay, I'll stick around a few more minutes, but
yeah, I seen
what
you
if
get
Miro
tired.
was interested in Kylie? Like, what if that was like his girl, his like little fling thing?
I want to hear her speak
all
more.
All this stuff started happening, so he's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm gonna get these people caught, and that's why he got a hold of you, because he reached out to you. That's why. That's the weird part. Is why did this dude jump in a Twitch stream and make sure?
All right, and to a commenter like, what was it, Sugar Mac, Upchurch stepped on all of your next snakes. Please, if you have it within you, all right, you don't have to do a damn thing. You're not accountable or beholden to anybody but yourself. But if you don't mind breaking down how exactly that's the case, and if you can connect them all to Kiely Rodni and her demise, please feel free to do so. I've been on, team, these people are suspicious for quite some time, since the beginning, since they entered into the fray, since Xana May put herself at the scene of the crime, and since we literally saw her at the scene of the crime after the fact. I've been, very suspicious of the original Ronnie Jones guy, the white guy, who is now a thing of the past, apparently. And Ikmail, I just have a bias because I don't like the guy and what the hacking he did in the past. So otherwise, anybody that has their theories all thought out and can actually word it in a way that a layman can understand, man, I'd give you some kind of reward, okay, on my word.
Sure, he got a hold of you, and his name was like Sweetie Peas. His name didn't even make no sense for it to be the dude that it was.
Right.
It's just odd that he had to have it be known that he knew all this stuff and all this information, and then he just disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Please like and subscribe. The analytics shows 83% people visit. Don't forget to be team like, sub, and enjoy the journey with me, or go crazy with me.
Oh, he just disappeared?
Yeah, you can't find him nowhere.
He's never made another statement to anybody else. He's never even peeked up, spoke a word, nothing.
You want to know why, I think? Because I think he's kin to Xana May. Xana May's taken up for Ronnie Jones constantly for no reason, which apparently don't know him. Miro pops up out of nowhere.
It's a reach, and somebody needs to explain how they connect.
Xana May's stupid ass is probably like, here, get on here and just do this under Miro. And then, because remember, the Instagram was Ronnie Jones before that. It was Ron Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
They put the Miro kid in there, and then shit got hot, and whoever his mom or dad to that kid was like, "Take your ass off this thing. We're giving it back to these people. They can fucking deal with it." That's why we ain't seen him no more. And that was probably Xana May, which is why her ass is out there fucking in the canoe paddling over dead people and shit, trying to fix the situation.
So wait, I have a question, Ryan. Was it true that she lied about the date that she was out there then?
Yes. You can look the day she posted that video when she's swinging her arms. Hell, I think my homie's got it.
That's
Swinging
part of the
her
8
arms.
minutes.
Dude,
yeah, that's part of the 8
pin. The pin goes directly to where the car's at.
She deleted the
car
video.
Ain't even been found yet.
It's not there anymore.
She has it dotted. She points directly at it on the phone. Watch this.
Yeah, I don't know, because I believe that the video is actually like 13 seconds shorter. So I wonder.
No. We found it last night. Remember?
Yeah,
look.
I don't have that video though.
I'm guilty of looking at this girl with very heavy scrutiny, and I was all but completely sold on condemning her. I went and visited her page after she came back to YouTube. I saw the never-ending comments, the spam-like comments saying, you bitch, you blah, 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 this, that, and the other. You're going to go to jail for Kiely Rodni. And but nothing could take away from this video being poorly timed and And if I'm about to find out that she's lying about the day and time she's there, well, that's going to feed into my suspicion. Damn, fuck, I don't know where I stand, and I hate that.
And it's right here. It's the last video I screen recorded. Watch. It was me and you. Right? Oh, yep, here it is. Boom, baby. You messing with some freaks on the internet, cuz. All right.
Well, hey, I am gonna keep this one pulled up from when she did go on the trail to see if the phone is in it.
All right, I'm gonna show Zav this before she gets off, because she's gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Well, here, let me drop my screen.
Okay.
Convince Zav, you convince me.
There we go.
It's just crazy how big that park is, and that's where her ping's at. Like, I don't, that.
Bro, she's an idiot, dude.
Yeah, she really is, dog. She really is.
All right, look. Watch this shit. Her and her ugly ass dog. All right, let's go.
Hey, keep the dog out of it.
Look, All right, here we go.
What are you at? You're at 518, right?
I'm about to, yeah, it's right here. All right, now look, I want you to see something. So this is where she is, right? Watch over here. She's gonna show a red ping on where she parked. Where she parked is where they thought shit was, where they told people shit was, but it wasn't. So watch. Look, there's her ping. Here's where she's at. Look where she's walking.
Yo,
now watch
that's
where she
crazy.
Now watch what her finger does. Hang on.
What?
Look, this is what I meant. And then point. Oh, where'd you just point to, Zanime? Looks
Right
like you
there,
pointed where the fucking car went in the water. Watch.
I don't know, man. Okay.
Did you see where she pointed?
Why did she feel the need to go to this spot?
Bro, because she had to go make sure that none of whoever drove Kylie's car in the water. Look, there she is.
Yeah.
Walking this way where the car was driven in the water.
If this was the intention, why would she film it? Like, it's still highly fucking suspicious, weird, red flag worthy that she goes to the scene of the crime after she said she was at the scene of the crime the night of. So why go back there? I'm with everybody on that one. But why would you like go out of your way to be like, I'm gonna record myself, upload it, and possibly implicate myself? But she also, then I heard it said that this is possibly a generated alibi. It could show why she was in the area. Oh, God. Starting to answer my own questions, and now I'm a crazy person again. Okay. So this could be in the realm of chaos theory. Anything is possible. Anything that can happen will happen. She said she was just going there for random footage. That was the original title of the video, if I recall correctly. And it just so happens to be where Kiely Rodney was pretty much found. All right. You know, tinfoil hat is shining. Okay.
Now watch her finger. Mm-hmm. She points directly at it.
No way.
Because that's where she's going. Look at the blue light. Look at the blue light. That's the way she's walking.
Thank you very much, Autumn, and you're very welcome here.
The video you got pulled up, she deleted this out of the video.
Yeah, I got it. It's right here. It's still in there.
Oh, and she deleted this part. Wow.
Yeah, she put it in YouTube Studios and deleted it. So then look, if you go to the other one we got, he's got pulled up. It's the wrong date. She's like, she posted it, and then she's like, yeah, this is when I went over there. And on her phone, it's like 7 days before. So how long was this lady there?
Hey, and Ikmil was playing this exact video of her canoeing through the park the day she posted it. That's where I seen it. I'm like, Ryan, this dude's got her canoeing through a park. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. This other YouTube lady's canoeing through a park. And then, bam, then the video got taken down and put back up. Why? Why did it
Has Zav like made a bunch of public statements yet about her thought process on this? I really want to hear what she has to think, because you know, I'm going by reputation alone. She is, I'm told, the most logical or calm one there. And, you know, I'm a little biased to women's intuition, I suppose. No shame. I'm not trying to be a simp. I promise you that. Jesus H. But she's the most quiet. She has only asked questions, and she maybe here and there says, that's weird. I'd like to hear more from her. I should probably go subscribe to her channel, I assume. And while you're here, remember, last time I'll say it, I promise, I swear, I talk too fucking much. Like, subscribe, it's the only currency I need for my soul. The studio's going through an overhaul real soon, tomorrow, actually.
Take it down.
Oh, my bad, Kurt. My bad, Power Stroke.
She had all the fucking heat on her. I mean, dude, the video that Ryan fucking challenged her, the name of it's Ryan Challenges Anime.
Yeah.
Like,
if you weren't guilty, you wouldn't take it down. That was me canoeing at the park, dog. That's good.
Exactly.
You're a crazy narcissistic person, bro.
Okay, I have maybe a rebuttal. Okay, she would take something like that down for a multitude of reasons, but if people are all going to that video saying this is evidence that you are guilty in something, I think anybody would take it down, innocent, guilty, or not, or somewhere in between. I don't think like Captain Kurt there describes, that's a great video of me, dog, just chilling and kayaking. I'm going to leave it up just because, even if people are just leaving massive comments saying I'm responsible for somebody's death. Nah, I'm going to disagree with Captain Kurt entirely. Someone find me Spock. Okay, so back into the confusion.
Fucking, kayaking at the park, right?
Yeah.
What are the fucking odds that you're kayaking right across where the reservoir is?
That's what I've been saying.
And going right to the spot where her car was, where everybody thought that Kiely launched her car off the boat ramp, and it wasn't.
Yeah. That's doctored too, though. Remember, because the canoes turned around the wrong way at the end.
Yes, dude. So like,
bro, pull that up.
I got you.
When he gets an idea, I get nervous.
Yeah, you're about to be like mind blown. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
They keep saying that, but she doesn't get mind blown.
The beginning of the video, cut it, duplicated it, kept that part there, took the other one and put it at the end of the video.
Yeah.
And this is how dumb. And look, that lets you know they.
Am I the only one that feels like Zav Girl maybe is not authentically responding? Maybe she has more skepticism or questions than she's letting on. I don't know her well enough to make an accurate synopsis of her behavioral patterns. I just like anybody that find themselves watching something unfold, questions start generating, and if you don't have an answer, you're gonna keep asking. She comes across as a smart individual, and she's saying the least.
I did the car thing too because that's backwards as well, fam. It's the same person. So watch this.
You gotta show
all right,
bro.
Add the stream.
They say it's gonna blow her mind. I want to see her mind blown. Blown.
All right, so let's see here.
Well, go to the beginning when she's pushing it. Yeah,
I am.
Come on.
All right.
Blow
you see
our
what way
minds.
she's pushing it in?
Okay.
How the bags and stuff are in the front?
All right.
Well, fuck, dude, you could see with the seat the way that it is.
Yeah. So you see the back of the seat, how she's pushing it in, getting ready?
Okay.
All right, now go to the very end, bro, and show her. If you canoe back to this, you're not gonna canoe backwards, right? Watch this. Hang on.
That's a cute dog, okay? I don't care what anybody says.
Okay, but look, this is her getting ready to go in the water, not come back in.
And look at the shore. There's not a drop of water. When a canoe comes in, it's gonna have weight on it, and you're gonna pull it through the water.
See, I don't think it blew Zav Girl's mind as they keep intending or claiming that it will. I feel like Zav Girl, who I've just really watched for the most tonight, just now, kind of represents my take on the whole thing. Even though I've been suspicious where suspicion has been pointed and accused, and I've been guilty of being, looking through the same lens as Ryan Upchurch, but I have fallen off, and now I'm back on because of the SF Investigators clip. But Zav Girl, to me, seems like the logical skeptic that's just like, okay. Remember, and I hope this is not forgotten, because I know the family, unfortunately, has been put into a negative light, but let the investigation commence and complete. Oh, goodness, don't have a Biden moment, please. Yeah, I do not want people accusing the family falsely. That's my primary concern. And if that sentence didn't adjacently go to what the hell I just said last, I apologize. I have these moments. It's a
It's
condition.
gonna be wet. It's gonna be dropping water on.
Oh yeah, the thing is, the burden of proof. The burden of proof. If some wrongdoing was done to Kiely Rodni, it's not on the family to prove it. That's not the world we live in. So the burden of proof would be on the person who makes the claim or the conspiracy to prove their conspiracy. I understand that all odds would be against the individual, but that's kind of how things work. So that's why my biggest fear is that the Kiely Rodni family finds themselves on the negative edge of speculation and a crowd of 3 million people. That's my fear. I don't want innocent people who just went through a loss to be harassed. That's my only concern. As have investigators, Xana May, Ickmail, Ronnie Jones, Miro, the whole fucking kit and caboodle. Go ahead and do anything you want with them. But the family, I have a soft spot for. Even though we have the whole dad-grandpa situation, and apparently it's still being thought that they were asking questions at the scene of the crime that make them suspect. I don't know. I haven't had enough time to think on it, but I did watch it live here.
Mark. She has nothing there. That's when she took it down off of her car and is pointing at the water to go into the water.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna, come out of the water fucking kayaking
It's an empty piece of plastic, bro. It's not that deep.
backwards onto the shore. You know what I mean?
Nope.
You're not gonna
She's
do
her
that.
getting ready to go in.
That's getting ready to go
So
out.
she put her getting ready to go in at the end.
What the heck? Wait.
You know why? Because
Wait, sincerely? This is really blowing her mind?
in the original video, she might have she was like, oh shit, like this shows me coming back in. So
Is she being sincere right here?
she had to copy and paste this beginning part and add it to the end.
Well,
To act like
Zach-
she's leaving.
That's weird.
Zav, look at the screen. Why would you spin the front of the canoe from the front to the back?
Is she entertaining her hosts or the audience?
So when you got your canoe on shore, if she was getting ready to put that in her car, if you remember, the cargo
No shade, by the way. None at all.
nets that are out of the camera were facing exactly the way they are. And the front of the canoe was facing the water. Well, if she rode back in, the canoe would have to be completely spun around, which you would see a drag in the gravel. But why would you spin your canoe?
You wouldn't. Plus everything's dry.
Right. That's why I...
That's weird. But what the fuck does it mean? What would that insinuate, really? Please. Man.
That's why I'm like, yeah, 100%. It's backwards. Because it's kind of confusing on why you would do that. But if you think about it, if you were hiding something that you caught in your video that you didn't mean to catch at the end, it would be smart to take it down and put a different ending.
And that's what she did. That's why she took it down. Look, there's people in the comments are like, yeah, that's why she took the video down.
Right.
Oh. And then what? She lied and said that she was actually I'm echoing, huh? That she was actually there. Wait, how did she do it? She said she was there later than she really was, right? Like later on, like a week later, or what was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's another video though too. So in the same video of her, driving or walking for no reason where the car went in the water, she raises her phone up and it says what, y'all? It says the 18th.
18th, yeah. And the 18th is like 2 days before they found her.
Yeah, because she's there going back over her tracks in case they're like, well, whose shit is this? She can be like, oh, I was here in a canoe. I was looking for stuff.
Now, bear in mind, no fan of Xana May and the whole crowd that I've just continually named, but people in my comments and videos I've made prior to this one were asking me if I knew the definition of slander and all that. And people are asking me to be careful about defamation and slander when, whether it be right or wrong, they are painting a picture that this Xana May individual, Anastasia Manish, that served our military and went to the Ukraine to get her family. She was in a nice fluff piece for the news. They're insinuating pretty strongly, without outright saying it, that she's implicated and involved in some shape or form, or at least in the covering up of the entire thing. So, and then the questions will continue to compile. When would somebody take legal action if the defamation is that sincere or serious? And apparently, Xana May is not feeling as uncomfortable as she did, because it was after Ryan confronted her on that other show, American Chaser or whatever, that she did delete her YouTube or deactivated it. And after like a week, she came back on. And from 320 subs, she had over 2.95K. So I don't know. She's no longer hiding.
Well, that makes sense for the toe strap, dog. The toe strap hanging out the back hatch makes a lot of sense to me now because that allows you to pull something.
Well, and another thing too, who said that they were flagged down at like 11? Well, this right here, it says 10:09, and it's obviously in the morning, 10:09 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and who was flagged down at 11? AWP.
What day was that though? Wait, does that have a date on?
That's it. No, that doesn't. But her phone did.
Oh yeah.
Welcome one and all. Remember, please like, subscribe. Studio's getting pimped out, decked out like exhibit is coming through. The journey will continue, and there are new cases to cover. But right now, I can't stop. I'm going crazy. I can't stop. I can't sleep. I have to drink because this case is never ending.
And you said the 18th.
Yeah.
Yep. If you go.
I like her because she has the simplest questions amongst all the insane implications. She's asking fundamental, simply answerable questions. And that's important to generate a natural consensus so you don't jump the gun and start thinking of a grander scheme before you get the basic facts. So by saying less, you're saying more to me sometimes.
Hey, Power Stroke.
Yo.
Can you skip through the video where she's walking up the hill? Yeah, right there. This is where or before that.
Hello, Joyce.
It
That's
shows
when
the
she first
date on her
takes it out.
phone. Yeah, before this one. She did it a second time.
Just let it play.
I don't think you went back far enough. Right there.
Oh, right there, yeah.
What are we looking for now? The phone?
Oop. Yep, a little bit more. Oh, look. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's not that clear.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get it.
Hold on. Here, I'll slow it
You
down.
get me involved.
Make sure you enhance your quality.
Okay. Going real slow now. You see that dog's paw? And Illuminati confirmed. No, I kid, I joke, I jest.
At this moment, she knew she fucked up.
What do you got?
18th. 1, 8.
I can't.
And if it's not a 1 and an 8, it's definitely a 1, not a 2.
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
And that's all that matters is that first digit.
And what time was it?
5 something.
5:08.
5:58.
Yo, so she was from 10 o'clock in the morning all the way till 5:58 in the afternoon?
Well,
What
she
would
was
you
in the
think?
car. At
She
10.
drove
Yeah,
there.
but what would she do? Okay, that's even more. What was she doing from? She drove to the park and got out and went on her kayaking. That doesn't take 8 hours. 7
Yeah, but
hours.
I'm saying in the car at 10 because I don't know where she drove from. You know what I mean? Like,
See, sometimes, I understand we are creatures that like to come up with our own answers. We ask our own questions. We celebrate critical thinking. But sometimes when we're filling in the blanks, some of that filler may not be the correct information. So that's what I see. The more time they have to ask questions, speculate, man, this investigation's got to get fucking solved, and we got to get the goddamn facts already. Please, goodness gracious.
I don't know where she was at when we seen 10:09.
Well, I'm just saying that's still a big gap, is what my point is.
Oh,
she
for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
dude. Yeah, that's a
'Cause she
big ass gap.
Drove.
Because she hasn't even started her adventure yet, if I'm correct.
Right. But yeah, I mean, like Ryan said, I mean, that's definitely a 1, not a 2. So.
Well, Skins, I think, so I am going to hop off the broadcast. I ain't going to sleep, though. But if y'all want to hop in Discord, we can. I know Zab's probably about to hit the haystack.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hit the hay. But thanks.
Yeah, let me let her sign off.
Thank you for having me up. I had fun chatting with you
man.
guys.
Shit,
Yeah,
thanks
hell
for
yeah.
coming up. Holler at us
Yeah.
tomorrow, Zav.
Okay. Bye, guys.
All right, see you, girl.
Yep.
Okay, well, neat. I have no further clarification, insight, or clarity. I think I just used the same word in just different ways. I'm trying to be fancy and $2 wordy here. Yeah, I am no more informed than I was before I came here. I came here because of the 1 minute and 17-second clip of the SF investigator saying I was joking around with the father and the grandpa about how they, and I do not have the full context of that very conversation, how they could be slick enough to pull something off. And putting that up there without any context whatsoever, that lets people fill in the blanks, and that can be a dangerous thing. Our minds are strange creatures. We are strange creatures, and sometimes when we don't have an explanation that makes sense, or any explanation at all, we will manifest a complete and utter narration that at least makes us feel somewhat more comfortable. And I think that's a lot of what's happening, but I cannot deny that there are elements of the case that are strange and continue to be strange. So I myself am no closer to the truth than I guess anybody else. I hope the people that are investigating diligently get to where whatever the bottom of this is, and I'm not forgetting the hugest piece of the puzzle, the grandest new piece has it been as silent as I am led to believe? The Check It TV guy who found the Kiely Rodney's laptop, or claims that it is, has yet to release any public information. Did it go straight to the authorities? Ryan Upchurch played his video and slammed the guy pretty hard. Somebody in my comments said it's because he went after Zav Girl. I got no evidence to that effect, but you see, like, literally, my last video is like my last statement to the fan base of Ryan Upchurch, and then one clip pulls me right back in. I'm the line right at a Godfather 3. They pull me back in when I think I'm out, so I am not going to stop. I'm going to keep human trafficking, missing persons cases, scandals, cover-ups. That's kind of the niche I'm going for here. The studio will be decked out soon, and this is going to be my goodbye for now. I will return. You have my word. Please, the only currency I ever need or want is feedback, critiques, criticisms. Email progressivepatriot44@gmail.com. Like, subscribe. Please help me on this journey to just have this side project and passion that I have. I got a full-time job, but I love doing this. I love speaking to the people and hearing back. The person on this screen that the camera is on doesn't mean fuck all if we don't have the support of people like you that take the time out of their day to hear somebody out. This is what unifies us, America. This little pocket, this untainted little pocket, despite some, TOS strict regulations from our overlords, the mainstream media, I don't trust. And I think that's what's being tapped into with a lot of cases like this. We don't trust jack of shit this day and age, 2022. And there's not much reason you can give me to convince me otherwise. Or you couldn't convince me to trust any of the organizations, three-letter agencies, or mainstream outlets that exist. But we have each other here. And for that, I salute you all. I thank you for staying with me throughout. And until the next time, celebrate that which unifies us, identify that which divides us, and let that be an invitation to discourse. Opinions should bring us together. They're not a reason to write someone off with mindless hate. Goodbye, good night, I need a drink.